What's the most important thing to do right now? That's what I'm asking, that's what you might be asking, and if this is what you're asking, you're in the right place. In this video, I want to look at 4 criteria framework for choosing what to do in the moment, how to decide in the current moment what's the best thing you should do with your time. And all these concepts come from the great book I'm reading right now, which is Getting Things Done from David Allen. I'm currently on page 62, and every single page is full of so many great tips for how to improve your personal productivity systems. So if you want to level up, really learn how to organize your time, and you watch all the videos, you think that there is still something you want to learn in terms of personal productivity, then read this book, because every single page is treasure. Let's get into it. In any situation, you are in a certain environment which naturally restricts what you can do. You're constrained by what you are capable of doing in a specific moment. For example, if you're in a noisy environment, there is no way you can do a work presentation or you can start writing an essay. You need quiet space for doing these activities. So if you're in a noisy environment, you can't do that. And this goes also for an important call or anything which you can't do when there is so many loud people around you. So when you're in this context, in this specific situation, you have to choose activities that logically fall into that specific environment and which do not restrict you from doing that task well. This is the first very logical factor that restricts what we can do. So this can be a first clue when we're deciding what to do. Okay, ask yourself, what am I doing right now? Where am I? In what environment? And what can I do right now is restricted by the environment in which we are in. So next time we'll be sitting somewhere, think about this first thing. Okay, so what can I do next? Where am I? What's the specific context of my situation? The second criteria is time available. If you don't have enough time, you can't start big, long projects. Of course, you can do small chunks of it, but you can't do whole of it. Time availability will determine whether you are able to carry out specific tasks. So let's say you have to pick up a child from school, there is no way you can start a workout. Or if you know you have to leave in 10 minutes, you can't start cooking dinner. This aspect of time tells you whether you are capable of doing something in a specific situation. So you know your context, you know your current environment, you know what's going on, and then you know how much time you have available. So based on these 2 first factors, you can eliminate some tasks because there is no way you can do them right now. The third factor is energy available. This one is my favorite because when I started working based on my energy levels, my whole productivity system changed. And I find this the most important out of all 4 factors from this framework, because when you start working in favor of your energy levels and when you start thinking more about how to split your work according to your energy levels, you're gonna be so productive. Because for example, if someone asked me to do difficult tasks at 3 p.m, I would look at them like, really? I can't do anything in the afternoon, especially from like 3 to 4:30. I'm so tired, I can't do much. So in this time period, I try to do low energy activities and something which doesn't require that much concentration and thinking, because around this time it's very difficult for me. I'm tired in the afternoon. And this can be different from everyone. You definitely have periods when you perform better. Some people do well in the morning, so they wake up and they can concentrate on everything. Some people can't. Some people can start at like 10, 11, which is usually my case. I'm still very tired in the morning. How about you? Let me know down below. It's important to determine your energy levels during the day because there is a curve how it usually goes, but it's individual. This can work in your favor when you determine when you have the most energy, so you plan high energy demanding tasks during that time, and when you can't do anything, then you do some easy tasks. A great tip which you can do in the upcoming 2-3 months is try to write down in a journal how you feel during specific parts of the day. You'll start seeing pattern very soon, how your energy level fluctuates, and based on that you can plan and prioritize tasks. So when you're in a certain situation, you've got your context, you know how much time you have available for a specific task, and then you can ask yourself, is this a high energy task that requires me to concentrate 100%? Am I capable of doing that right now? Do I have the energy reservoir needed to complete this task? If the answer is yes, go for it. If not, plan it in your calendar when you have this energy, when you are capable of doing the task. The 4th criteria of this framework from David Allen is priority. And this can sound scary because you can feel at that point when you are sitting and deciding what to do with your time that everything feels important. What should I do? How should I know what's the priority I need to do? And in this case, you need to ask yourself a very important question, and that is, which activity will give me the highest payoff depending on how much time do I have, how much energy and in what context I am. Here you need to use your intuition and judgment in a specific situation, which tasks will bring you the best results according to all the constraints around you. Prioritization is not easy and it's something that takes time. When you time block your day regularly and you learn how much time certain activities take, it's easier for you to prioritize. The more you practice, the better you get. Now you know the 4 criteria for choosing what to do in the moment. I have some tips for you how you can implement them in your day-to-day life. It's good to go through every single task on your list and categorize it based on 4 criteria. Again, we have 4 criteria. Do now, delegate, defer, or delete. So do now means you have to do it because there is some sort of threat if you don't do it. So do now is the first category. Then you have delegate, so something that someone else can do. Third one is defer, which means you can postpone it and do it later. And fourth category is delete, which means it's a task you don't need to do, definitely not now. Sometimes it's difficult to decide whether to put it on delete list or defer list. Then put it on defer list, and then when you go through the defer list, you can find out that, okay, this is a delete task, which means I don't have to do it at all. It's difficult to categorize everything based on just these 4 criteria. Let's say you've got 20 tasks on your list, and when you categorize them based on these 4 criteria, then you find out that suddenly what you need to do right now, it's 3 or 4 tasks. So do them first and then move on to the other 3 lists. The second tip is when everything feels urgent, ask yourself which task, if completed, will have the biggest impact on my life. This is similar to the criteria question that David Allen asks in his book, but ask yourself also this: what's the biggest impact? If I do this, I will get this result. Do the same thing for the other. If I do the task, this is the result, which one should I do? You'll find out the answer very quickly, and that's how you identify which urgent tasks should you do first. The next great tip, which I love, is to do batching technique, and you can apply this to any tasks you're doing. I like to do it for everything. So this means that you group similar tasks together so you don't have to do it in some small sections. When you can do something in one sitting, it's so much better because you save so much time. So let's say when you get 100 emails every day, then allocate 1 hour per day when you answer the emails, let's say in the evening, so most of the emails from the day are already in your inbox, and then you do the emails in 1 hour. Whereas if you check your emails every hour and you respond to 2 emails here, 2 emails there, in the afternoon, in the morning, it's a chaos, and you can allocate this time to more important tasks. Don't forget about the golden 2-minute rule, which says that anything that takes less than 2 minutes, do it right now. This is an amazing tip, because when you realize how many stupid tasks you postpone because you feel like they take so much time, when in reality they really takes 2 minutes or less. When something takes less than 2 minutes, press the timer and do it in 2 minutes. Whatever the task is, you will feel so much better when you can remove it from your to-do list and keep working on more important tasks, because these small stupid tasks just drain our energy as they are somewhere in our mind and we don't know how to get rid of it. When you do the task, you'll also create some more mental space for more important tasks that require more of your attention and mental energy. You feel happy and productive when you remove 10 tasks out of 20 in 20 minutes, right? Another thing, very important if you want to know what to do in a specific moment, is to plan ahead. I really like when I plan my day the day in advance, so it's good to set a specific time in the evening, 10 minutes. When you do an approximate allocation of tasks you want to do for the next day, and you wake up with already a plan in mind, which means there is no day when you just wake up and don't know what to do. You always know because you planned the day ahead, and you will have so much clarity. You will wake up with a determination and with a sense of mission for the day. This is a great feeling that will also give you a sense of accomplishment, and you will be proud that you managed to do that. So tonight, please take that calendar and prepare some small to-do list for the next day, and you'll feel even better when the next day you will open your laptop and you will just crack on with the first tasks on the list. We are facing the challenge of choosing the right tasks to do in the specific moment every single day. This challenge of choosing the right action in the moment can be overwhelming, but I'm sure that with the amount of time you have available, energy you have available, prioritizing the tasks and knowing specific context of your situation, your decision making will become so much easier. Next time you'll be deciding what to do in a specific moment, watch this video once more, or think about this 4 criteria framework from David Allen, or read the whole book. It's amazing, I recommend it to everyone. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye!